Tii Technical Education Systems, teaching technology for tomorrow.
In this video, what we want to talk about is how to program a retentive timer for a Siemens S7-1200 using Tia Portal V14. So, setting up a retentive timer is very similar to setting up an on-delay timer or an off-delay timer, with one difference. So I'll show you that as we go along. So we're going to go ahead and grab an input here. And this time I'm going to use a momentary green push button. Enter. I've already created this tag here. I have videos, other videos that show you how to create those tags step by step. So then what I want to do is I want to come over to the instruction tab over here, and I would expand my timer operation. And I'm going to grab the TONR. Now, retentive timers act like, in this video, I want to talk about how to set up the timer. You want to grab the timer on retentive, or the retentive timer. Nope, scratch that. You want to come over to the instructions, expand this out, go to your timer operations, and grab the TONR, which is your retentive timer. Now, retentive timers are almost always on-delay timers. I've never seen an off-delay timer out there that's retentive. So all retentive timers that I've ever seen are on-delay timers, so they will clock every time it's activated. So we'll just call this timer. Okay. So I'll just give it a name, rent timer, retentive timer. And I'm going to set my preset here for, we can do it really any amount of time, but let's go ahead and do 30 seconds, which would be 30,000, because again, we're multiplying it by 1 millisecond, just like we were doing on the on delay and the off delay. And I have videos that I've recorded to show you how those work as well. So you hit enter here, and then your ET, I'm going to say this is your rent timer ACC. So this will be where the actual count is stored. And where the count is stored on this is very important, because with a retentive timer, the time doesn't disappear. It retains that time when the input to the timer is turned off. Now, notice that there's this R here, and this is a signal that will allow it to be reset. And there are a lot of ways to get that in there. One of the most basic ways is to come over here, select add a new branch, drag this over, put the input in there, and drag it up to here. And now this reset will actually be used. So we'll just use the left yellow button on the TII trainer. Okay, it's already been defined. This will reset the timer when it's on, whenever we want the timer to be reset. So we'll grab an output here, do a left, we'll do the yellow light this time, hit enter, and this is actually ready to go. So every time this is on, the accumulator counter will go up. Once the accumulated has reached the preset time, the light will go true. So let's go ahead and download this and see how it works. So we'll minimize the project tree, bring down the properties, turn the monitor function on, and now when we hit the green button, you'll notice that the accumulated time is starting to add up. If I release it, it doesn't go back to 0. It will actually keep accumulating, or it'll hold that accumulated value. Let it go, stops again. Now that we're getting close to the preset and the accumulated being equal, what you can do is activate this, and you'll notice that the yellow light will turn on when the accumulated and the preset match up. So we're about 2.5 seconds away. And the light comes on. Now, the light stays on even when I'm not pushing the button, which is the unique feature for the retentive timer, one of the unique features of the retentive timer compared to the on delay timer. Okay? And so this is now up and running, and this will stay on until we activate this reset. In activating this reset, we can press the yellow button, and this will bring your accumulated time back to 0, and it will turn the light off. Now, notice that your yellow light is now turned off. Now, another way to create the reset is to do this. So what we'll do is we'll drag this yellow push button down to network 2. And notice that that tag is left there. So I could just tag that input into it, or I could create an internal memory out here and tag that to it. So it doesn't necessarily actually have to have this yellow tag. So I can delete this, delete the whole network too, come here, delete this, and I can tag it to whatever I want. So let's say I wanted to use the right green latching push button. That tag will actually do the same thing as having it hooked up to the side. So what I can do is I'll show you how this works. Go ahead and download this. Turn the monitor function on. Activate the green push button. Timer's running for a certain amount of time, and let's say all of a sudden the operation goes bad. You let it go. The timer accumulated is still there, but I come to my right green push button and activate it. It goes true. You see how it says true here? Well, that right there deactivated or reset the actual accumulated timer. Deactivated, and it says false. So that's a way you can clean up the screen, because you can get a major program in one of these, and the less confusing it can be, or the easier it is to read, it works out really well. So this is how you set up a retentive timer in the Siemens Tia Portal V14, and we're demonstrating this on the Tii Technical Education systems. They're Siemens PLC and HMI trainer. Thanks for watching.